Iskoolmates, ilang buwan na mula nang mag-umpisa ang Administrasyong Marcos at liderato sa mga ahensya ng gobyerno. Aktibo ang mga bagong namumuno sa mga ahensya na magsagawa ng pagpaplano upang mapabuti ang kani-kanilang serbisyo. Isa na nga riyan ang Department of Education. Nitong mga nakalipas na araw ay nagpahayag ang ahensya sa pagpapalabas ng mga polisiya gaya ng pagbabawal sa extracurricular activities sa mga paaralan. Layon umano nito na pagtuunan ng pansin ang mga academic lessons ng mga mag-aaral upang makabawi sa mga nakaraang taon dulot ng pandemya. At para pag-usapan yan, mga kasama natin mula sa National Union of Students of the Philippines, ang kanilang Deputy Secretary General and also my close friend na si Jonas Angelo Abadilla. Hello! Good day sa iyo, Jonas!
Hi, Jonas!
Nice to have you
Thank you
sa
so
ating
much.
studio.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Ayan. So, syempre, no, una-una sa lahat, ano yung naging initial reaction ninyo tungkol sa planong pagbaban, ika nga daw, ng extracurricular activities sa mga paaralan, specifically this school year?
Yeah. Actually, talagang dun sa organization namin, sa National Union of Students of the Philippines, nagulat talaga, no? Kasi hindi natin inaasahan na talagang ibaban yung extracurricular activities wherein lagi naman nandoon ang extracurricular activities where from elementary, from high school, and even college, right? Napakarami nating mga clubs, organizations na nasarihan.
Mga major in organization.
Exactly. BS.org, ika nga.
BS.org, the mga
So,
yes,
talagang
natin.
nagulat talaga tayo, no? Because ito yung parang pastime at the same time, kumbaga nakakatulong din to sa pag-aaral natin, no? Pagbo-boost ng mental health ng bawat estudyante sa ating paaralan.
Right.
Jonas, for sure, ang NUSP ay pinupuno ng mga student leaders.
Yes, of course.
At ikaw mismo ay isang leader estudyante, Jonas. No? Gaano ba kahalaga sa mga estudyante itong pagbabalik ng face-to-face classes, kakambal ng extracurricular activities?
Yes.
Tayo as student leaders, how important it is no, na hindi siya alisin sa ating learning experience, Jonas?
So, having this F2F classes, no? So, nasa transition na tayo, di ba, sa face-to-face classes. Since we were, no, 2 years. We were in online learning setup for 2 years. So, napakahirap nun sa atin mga student leaders to organize different kinds of initiatives and projects, right? Because it's too limited. It's too limited, right? Nasa online lang tayo, we're in Zoom, Google Meets, no. But the essence of having these activities, it will hone student leaders, not only student leaders but also students with their leadership skills, with their experiences in terms of communication, social skills. They learn how to persevere, to be persistent in what they do in their responsibilities. So having F2F classes, both F2F classes and F2F activities will help them to holistically improve as not just as a student but also in the as future professionals, no, after the university life or high school life.
Yeah, Jonas, I just wanted to ask, no, given the following qualities or skills or benefits that they could get from
Yes.
extracurricular activities, no, kung sakaling matuloy yung pagban ng mga extracurricular activities, ano sa tingin mo yung epekto nito sa pagkatuto at edukasyon ng mga kabataan sa ating bansa?
Okay, I would like to say for everyone that is watching right now, no, siguro malaking epekto talaga na kulang yung kumbaga pagkatuto natin, because I personally believe and the union believes that learning is not limited from the inside the four walls of the classroom. Learning is out there with your friends, with your family, with your org mates, inside and outside the university. So there's learning everywhere. So ang pagbaban ng extracurricular activities will be a hindrance to these kinds of learning na hindi natin natututunan inside, no? Because when we focus only to the academics, we will tend to have burnouts. Burnouts sa iniisip na lang natin magkaroon ng high grades, binofocus na lang tayo sa mga exams, sa mga activities, wherein wala tayong pang distress and have fun with our friends.
Yeah.
Yes, wala tayong outlets. Because, parang you're hitting two birds using one stone, no? you're not just improving yourself holistically, but also you're learning. You're learning towards different soft skills that you may encounter in doing org works, in different extracurricular activities in elementary, joining buwan ng wika, joining folk dances, di ba? Exactly, nandun kasi yun eh. May mga sports, may mga
Quiz
activities, quiz bees. So outside, basically, matututunan mo lahat.
Jonas, hindi naman natin makakaila, no? Talagang isa sa mga isinusulong ni VP Sara ay
Yes.
yung mandatory ROTC. And it's quite ironic dahil isa sa mga unang hakbang ay iba ng extracurricular activities.
Yes.
Ano ang opinion ng NUSP kung sakaling maitulak ang mandatory ROTC?
Mandatory ROTC, syempre, hindi naman natin nililimitahan yung pagkatuto, di ba? ROTC is also a form of learning in a military sense, no? But making it mandatory or prioritizing implementation of mandatory ROTC is actually, kumbaga, nakakatakot no? Kasi mandatory siya eh. So, wala kang choice. Walang choice ang bawat estudyante. They will go under that policy wherein hindi siya properly na na-consult yung mga stakeholders, especially the students and especially the parents. Actually, I read an article or a news saying that Secretary Lorenzana is actually not for mandatory ROTC because meron tayong kakulangan sa budget, no? At the same time, so ganun din sa ating mga pamilya, no, nahihirapan din sila sa gitna ng pandemya. At kulang yung budget, no? Kulang yung budget natin sa mga ganitong activities. So, why not prioritize different activities such as yung mga pag-organize ng mga extracurricular activities, not ROTC. Because we promote here in our university, in our high school, in our elementary school, na we are zones of peace. No? Siyempre, nangangailangan tayo ng, siyempre, nationalism and patriotism. But there are other ways to instill nationalism and patriotism, such as engaging in communities, engaging into, yes, di ba? Engaging into different kinds of nationalistic movement, no?
Right.
Such as being informed about the social-political issues that are happening right now in our country.
Right.
So there are other ways to instill nationalism and patriotism without this abusive program that was proven decades ago.
Right, right. Sige. So, Jonas, no, just to tie it all up, specifically since we're very much into the lens of being pro dun sa pagkakaroon ng extracurricular activities, no? So, syempre gusto naman natin palawigin din yung pag-iisip din ng ating mga schoolmates. Para na lang din sa inyong personal na palagay, no? Sa halip, siguro, in the event na ipagbawal nga ang extracurricular activities, ano sa tingin mo ba ang mas dapat na mainam na gawin or pagtuunan na lamang ng pansin ng DepEd or ng pamahalaan regarding sa sistema ng edukasyon sa bansa? If it's not just the case of ROTC versus extracurricular activities, but in the bigger picture, what should they be focusing on?
I understand the question, no? Mahalaga na, syempre, naka-instill pa rin doon yung right to organize sa ating mga students, may it be from elementary, high school, or in college, because we love org stuff. We love org stuff really much, no? We are learning, at the same time, we are enjoying with our friends doing those things, no? So, I personally think na dapat improve sa atin sa education system sa Pilipinas is the curriculum itself. The curriculum itself. How does K-12 being implemented into different in our primary and secondary education, ano? So, revising or revisiting the K-12 program will be helpful also. Kasi syempre nakikita natin na face-to-face class, parang transition natin to face-to-face, nagkakaroon tayo ng problems. So that education will be more accessible also.
Right.
So implement more programs for accessibility of education since nasa transition na din tayo. So more budget, at the same time help those who are in need, such as financial assistance, ganyan, para din to make education in general accessible for everyone.
Right, right.
Okay.
Kahit mayaman ka or mayaman, you have access to education in our country.
So priority pa rin should be accessibility to education, di ba? That's the end goal pa rin naman. I mean, how will you be able to do all these extracurricular activities, ROTC, or even the formal education kung wala kang access to education,
Okay.
right?
Ito, Jonas, para lang pinag-uusapan natin ang extracurricular activities para maliwanagan yung ating mga kabataan at mga magulang na nanonood sa atin ngayon. No? Bakit madalas, Jonas, yung mga aktibo at progresibong mga kabataan, yung mga mahilig nga sa organizations,
Yeah.
mahilig sa extracurricular activities, bakit madalas nare-red tag sila? O naisasama sila sa mga forma ng subversibo? Ano sa palagay mo, ito ba ay totoo na maraming organisasyon ngayon ang pwedeng magmanipula sa mga utak ng mga kabataan? Ano ba yung pwede nating clarity na ibigay sa ating mga magulang at manonood sa usapin na yan?
Okay. Actually, personally, naguguluhan ako na yung organizing natin or being just an activist or being open sa lahat ng mga nangyayari sa socio-political issues na nangyayari sa ating bansa is being tagged as terrorism or being tagged as communists, terrorists, ganyan. Which is not, no? Because this is freedom of speech. Freedom of speech, di ba? Bawat tao sa atin, or mapabata man yan or matanda, may karapatang magsalita or may karapatang mag-engage sa mga nangyayari sa ating lipunan. So, organizing yourself into different kinds of organizations, may it be academic, religion, or socio-political organizations, will be helpful for you to understand more. Sabi ko nga kanina, learning is not limited into the four walls of the classroom or in the Zoom room kapag online learning setup, no? So, hindi lang siya nakakulong. Learning is out there in the streets with our communities, with our friends and loved ones, and also in terms of like organizing communities, no? We learn, we tend to learn every day just to whenever we immerse kung ano yung mga nangyayari sa sitwasyon ng ating bansa. So, siguro yung mga red tagging cases, dapat talagang mawala yan because nakaka-add ng threat sa mga organizations at mga individuals na patuloy lang nag-aaral ng ating lipunan.